proceed with the hottest innovation from the startups for the retail industry. We're going to talk about pricing AI without the forecast trap. Welcome on stage, Alex Schumann, the co-founder of Priceirum. The stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. As I've been introduced, my name is Alexander, and actually I'm co-founder of Priceirum. And today, actually, I'm going to share some new ideas in pricing. Before I get started, actually, I'd like to say thanks to my teacher, Professor Bernd. Unfortunately, he passed away 3 years ago, and my speaking here is for his own. So, my main point is that pricing is not about perfect pricing, not about finding optimal price. Actually, it's maybe strange. It sounds strange because traditional approach is to strive finding optimal price and to strive to get more and more accuracy model. But my point is about that pricing. First of all, is about how we make a decision about pricing totally in our organization, how to make decision pricing our competitors. So let's challenge traditional approach. You know, traditional approach in pricing is that we try to forecasting demand, and then you can find optimal prices. But in reality, actually, we have this kind of complicated context and uncertainty and volatility of our world, and actually we need to take into account all context, not just numbers, not just our transaction and price, maybe competitive prices, and we actually learn from contextual, and we actually take into account some guidelines which actually have in our organization. So the point is that actually we need to try and find solutions in here, in this quadrant. Not just the forecasting, not just through base, but we should take into account the whole context. And the traditional approach, as I said, so we actually assume that prices change and demand change. Yes, you know? But if we take into account and remember how we make some decisions in our organization, and many pricing managers, many category managers actually afraid to put some optimal prices, especially if these prices actually are increasing, you know. And also, we know, and we all know that psychological pricing is not better. So, let's say if we have this kind of optimal prices like 371, which is based on machine learning model, it's a huge complicated machine learning model, says us that this is optimal prices, but we know that the psychological prices like that actually works better. You know, if humans price works as matter, and we actually take into account that we have humans price in our organization, decision-making process in pricing, you know. And actually we have this now our numbers, and we see that, as I said, that many managers are afraid to increase prices. But take into account that if the same system says, okay, let's increase prices, and only actually few managers have brave to increase prices, you know, because it's not safe for their career. Because top managers care about traffic, customer, if we increase prices, the customer can go out from our stores and so on. But if the same system says, okay, let's decrease prices. So we have these numbers. So that's not a problem. Okay, let's do it. Let's decrease prices. But nobody cares about what's happening with the margin and profit. So if we use this kind of, I would say, old approach when we try to forecast and try to strive more accuracy of demand curve, it looks like applying, you know, machine learning models to estimate the Newton law in our quantum uncertainty real world. So, because we have many factors which is not allowed to use this predictable world, like you know. So we actually think that if we put these prices and we get the reliable result. So our approach, we actually using in our system, in our platform, agentic platform Priceirum, we try to learn from actually from decisions. So if we make some kind of decisions. So we have some agents which can learn from this decision and can recommend the best prices, not just the optimal price, but take into account the context and your rules and your policy. Actually, when we developed this kind of system and approach, we have been inspired NVIDIA Isaac Singh project. You know, actually they teach their robots making some many huge simulations. Yeah? And we have the same approach. We have three kind of agents. One actually one optimize, try to find optimized prices and generate several prices, and then put prices in the real simulation market. And we have agents which simulate customer behavior and competitor behavior, and we run the simulation, and we have this kind of safety, let's say, sandbox. Yeah? We then simulate and we get the real price. And this works on this architecture. We have the three layers of our pricing agentic platform. The first, the core layer is the data lake and feature generator. And by the way, some features actually are generated automatically, and then models can select features which is works better the specific problem. Then we have contextual price agents, which actually last year we tried to test some new kind of models like large tabular model, which looks like a large language model, but it actually can work together with structured data and non-structured data. It actually shows more accuracy results than traditional head boost optimization. So then we have this layer execution and governance, which is applied, which can help select the right prices and apply this kind of prices. So as I said, we have this several transformer models which can eat some not only data but can eat some contextual information. And of course, one model, so one single thing in one single model actually can win everywhere, and that's why actually we have some different kinds of models which generate different prices, and then we have some special agent which is help select the right prices according to your guardrails, like rounding, maybe some fairness, and your pricing policy. And of course, we have numbers, and we have clients, real clients cases, which says that it's average numbers you can get in terms of increasing margin. So it's real, but if we are talking about, by the way, we are talking about B2B, and actually we can see that in B2B, of course, based on some research and based on our experience, it's a huge potential, because if you are in B2B business, you can remember that most of maybe 50 or 60% decisions made by like a personal discount. It's not like rule-based or machine learning. So if that's my short presentation, my short sharing, and thinking new way of pricing. If I would something about thinking right tasks, not right methods. So actually, we can discuss and solve it. We are at the stand over there. We have a stand, and we actually I'm here, and I am all yours. Thank you.
Alex, thank you so much. Are there any questions for our speaker?
I think it's not maybe traditional question. It's time to think about it, to explain it, to
take your time. Booth is over there. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.